eat it. I'll be right back. I will just. It's Hello. It doesn't show me there. That's weird. Hey, guys. And gals. Okay, so one camera is showing like a still shot. So good evening. I have had this Prusa MK4s for a little bit, and I haven't. Hey, Ray, you sent me a message. I sure hope I responded to you. I think I did. Oh, I responded, and by the time I responded, the problem had been solved. Okay, so this is not really going to be that long, a live stream tonight. My son does not know that we're live streaming because his headphones are on, and he is right outside, and he is, I don't even know what game they're playing, but he's being very loud. So if we hear him, it might be like a rare, my son's name is Grayson, a rare Grayson attempt. Every now and then he comes in. So let me pull up something. The reason I'm saying this is going to be pretty short while we try to figure out why the other camera doesn't work is this is a very easy, very, very, very easy. Pulling up my notes.
What is Filament Story?
Filament Story is, here, give it to me and I'll show it to you. Yeah. Oh, so.
I don't know why camera 1 is not showing anything.
For some guys, do you know this? Okay, so what we're trying to do is here. Flip me back to where you can see me. Is we are trying to get in our own live on TikTok. I can't see the chat, and so I'm trying to get in my own live over there, but it's not letting me. And so I am. Hold on. Be my friend. Not you guys.
Well, I don't know why the main camera's not working.
And the main camera, yeah, what's up with the main camera? Is it on?
Yeah.
It doesn't look on.
It's on, I can see
It's on,
it.
okay. Well, okay, talk amongst yourselves. I will abandon this, but I really want to be able, if we've got folks on TikTok, I can't tell. Are there people on TikTok? Okay, one thing, just a second, and I will. I'm here, I am frozen. Okay, I will have to look at it later, but Filament Story is the alt account. Like, so if you, well, I don't know what the status will be with TikTok. We'll just do that. What? I just knocked it over. Can you let me see me? Since I can't say anything. Okay, so we're getting off to like a really crazy start. I've never had it where camera 1 doesn't work. So this might end up being a longer stream than we thought. So what we're going to do is a couple things. One, I'm going to open this box. Now this is a MK4s, and so if you are, and if you're on YouTube, I think I can see your comments. Hey, Riley, Ray, Dean, and 3D and T printing. So hey guys, if you're on TikTok, we're trying to get going on this. And I actually did not have this announced ahead of time, so this is just last minute. But one of the things I did want to talk about is Prusa has had a number of releases kind of in a row, and what they mean as far as the difference between them. If you're looking at getting one thing that Prusa does is they are really into being able to take your, oops, let's not drop it, take your existing printer and upgrade it. In fact, I believe, aside from the Core 1, which is the brand new one, I believe you can take a 2017 Prusa and upgrade it to the current day Prusa, because they have a lot of company. Why can I not see this? Hold on, it's a sharp knife. They have a lot of companies that. All right, here we go. A lot of companies that have huge print farms, and so these are very reliable printers. I know there's a lot of This is a sort of a tricky market now, right? Prusa kind of was at the top for a long time. Bamboo Lab comes in. Bamboo Lab has got some amazing printers. There are other companies that have really good printers. I love my job because there are great printers out there, and it's tough to say what would you recommend because there are a lot of good choices. But in the meantime, Prusa has an excellent printer that is prosumer, right? Because there are a lot of companies that use these as a core part of their business. And I'm not just talking about folks who are having an Etsy shop. These are main big companies that are using them. So, all right. Wait, let's see. I heard something. Did you get on? All right, one problem solved? One problem solved. All right, so let's talk about the first thing. If you've never gotten a Prusa printer before, it actually, one of the nice things is if you know anyone who has a Prusa, and then you ask them, you know, why do you have a Prusa? They're going to tell you because they usually really like their Prusa printers. It's like people who have Volvos, right? And people who, wait, oh, did you figure it out?
Yeah, the HDMI cable got pulled out.
Oh, the HDMI cable got pulled out. Oh, it was a mechanical problem. I love it when it's hardware, not software. Okay, so I'll get to look at you this way in a moment because the lighting is weird on this camera. So one of the things that Prusa does, I think they have just a really nice overall experience. So you're going to get, this is going to tell you what your printer is. It will tell you on the back, here's the checklist of everything. They have kits.
I've lost everything now.
You lost everything. We're gone. Can you all hear me?
Oh, no.
Wait,
there we go.
wait. There's the still frame. Okay. Oh, get dibs on the Haribo. Haribo. Yeah, I see Jared has dibs on the Haribo. Okay, I got to tell you a story. I had these and I had them in my desk drawer, and I was keeping them as among a collection of other just funky stuff that arrived with different 3D printing stuff. And I was saving, I don't know what I was going to do. I was going to do something fun with them someday. And my son found them, and he was in the drawer snacking. He was snacking in my 3D printed. Yeah, in any case. So Prusa, let me know if you guys know if any company was doing this prior to Prusa, but Prusa started delivering Haribos. I can't remember how many tons of these they have given out, but it's a crazy amount. And you get different sizes depending on if it's an upgrade or if it's, in this case, a printer, you get a full one. In fact, you can get, they always send this book. I think this is a really nice little book. This is the 3D Printing Handbook. If you are brand new to 3D printing, it's actually a great read, and it'll give you a lot of foundational information in here. So here's another thing that you get with a Prusa print. Wait, what?
You're still not there?
I'm still not there? I'm still not there on the main camera. Main camera's gone. That you get with, and I'm gonna, can you overhead me or can you close up me? See if we can close up. No, other one. Yeah, is that you get with this. This is your checkout, and it is all of the tests that they ran on your actual printer, which is great. So this is their checklist. We tested it, it ran. You're gonna get this is your SD card. And now we're gonna go through the really complicated process of opening it up. I'm gonna get the power cable, and I'm kind of making a joke about it because this is the fully assembled version. There are kits. And if you are interested in building a printer and you've never done 3D printing before, most of the time I would say, don't do it, right? With a Prusa printer, I would say to someone who's never done any 3D printing before, I would feel confident saying, no, get it, because they're really well done videos. They have well done documentation. So if you prefer to look at something written, you've got that. If you want to look at it online and click through links, if you want to watch a video, and it used to be Joe Prusa himself was doing them. I know it when I was, huh? Wait, what?
You're still missing.
I'm not here?
Yeah, I can't find that camera.
You can't find the camera? That's okay. Oh, it's okay. All right, here we go. This is the unbox. Can you put me back on the other camera? Okay, I can't see it, but that's okay. So let's go here. That's it. That's it. Let's see what else we have in the box. In the box, we have this, which is a kilo of Prusa Galaxy Black. This is just a really pretty filament. you usually will get Galaxy Silver or Galaxy Black, and then you have one more box here, and this is the accessories. And let's see if that's it. I think that's it. Filament, accessories. All right. I'm still missing? I feel like I'm right here. All right. All right, all right, all right. So we have the printer. The next thing that we need to do in this is, and if you have any questions about, hey, can you, I can't see Doodle.
You're on screen.
I'm on screen. I'm here though. Can you overhead me? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna pull this off, right? And so, can you zoom in? Okay, then go to this one. So one thing that you get on every printer is there is a print. So not only have they run the test, they've said they've run the test, this shows that in fact they have run a print with your completely assembled printer. And that's part of the test. And so it says original Prusa. It's actually, I think it's a keychain, I'm not sure. In any case, you can pop it off and go back to just wherever camera, and there's a little tail of the filament left, and that's what they've done. So this is your printer as it comes. Now you can get to printing, but we've got to do a couple things. We have to plug it in. So let's plug it in, and we'll step through the steps of the setup. Man, I feel bad. I knocked over all clock spring. I'm looking at the wrong game. I'm sorry, you guys are not there. Clock spring had these really cute little skulls. I will pick one up from the ground. Right? And they are, if it's Clock Spring, I mean, he has made a career out of making boxes, 3D printed boxes, right? And they're cute. And what's I think great about them is they have magnets on them, and the magnets on the base helps to hold the top in, but it also helps to connect. Let me find another one. It also helps to connect it to any of its buddies. And so I had this whole little set of them, 9 of them, yeah, and I kicked it over right at the time we're starting the stream, so yay me. Okay, let me plug it in. If you all are asking questions, let's see. Hello and good evening from social. Okay, wait, SoCal, oh, SoCal, sorry. Howdy, Friday evening.
The upgrade idea is absolutely amazing.
Don't hit that TV button. Hey, Justin, good to see you. I have another call that I sometimes have the pleasure of joining that Justin is on, and I think I'm going to be late for it tonight. But we're going to do this. Okay, so let me plug this in.
I've never had this happen.
You've never had this happen? That's what all the guys say, right? I'm sorry, we're trying to be family friendly. Let me tell you folks, it is now 8:16 on Friday night. I am not family friendly. But when we started Filament Stories, I thought, you know what? I am excited about 3D printing for all ages. And so I just made a decision to be family friendly. And I'm really glad I did, because when we go to events, and I am just so touched by the number of children that come up and watch our content. And I'm like, woo, I'm so glad I don't swear. Anyway, so now we've got it, and let's turn it on. There we go. We have it. All right. So we'll either go overhead here. Can you zoom in? You have a better. Oh, wait, can I go first person?
Yeah.
Give me my first person. Okay, so I saw this. Do you guys watch Evan and Caitlin? It's behind me. Do you all watch Evan and Caitlin? I did not know who Evan and Caitlin were until the first open source, and I was going down the list of content creators, and I thought, man, I gotta look. They are just, wait, you got it? Okay. All right, so this is my view. And so what they did recently is they did this painting in all red. They had red light on, and Bob Ross talked to them through a painting, and they had these on, and I thought it was great. Now they actually were using the Osmo Mini cameras, but we're going to go with this. So behind the scenes, if you want to know what's going on, the little blue line right here means that's the center, And if I'm not standing there,
Camera that's not working.
yeah, for the camera that's not working, yeah. Oh wait, for that camera there. So go back and we'll look at the camera that's not working. Let's look up. There's my husband. There's the camera that's not working, and there are my notes for what I'm supposed to be saying. But that that was a ways back. That was multiple videos ago. And then that's you guys. I'm watching you all up there and seeing what you all are seeing and looking at chat so that I can respond to you. Although we're not seeing TikTok, is that correct?
I can see it on my phone.
You can see it. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Enhance.
Sandhills 3D.
Oh, Sandhills 3D.
And Bear Just 5 Fishing.
Sweet. Okay, so now let's see what we've got here, because I want to walk around and see what it says on the screen here. So it says, let's see if we can get here so you all can see this. And we're going to say that we are English. Hi, there's Joseph. He likes to wink, and he's going to take you through this. Okay. And this is a Mark 4S. Nozzle diameter, yeah, all of this should be fine. Next extruder, it comes with the silicone stock. Yep, and we're done. Okay, and it's going to do things. Do you want to connect to the Wi-Fi with your Prusa app on your phone using NFC? Do we want to do this now?
No, don't do it.
Nah, let's do it now. We'll do it later. Okay. Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, we can do that. Okay, so let's just do not connect to Wi-Fi right now, and we're just going to do this. Run self-test and calibration. Yes, let's do that. Okay. Before you continue, make sure the print sheet is installed on the heat bed. Okay, so we have the print sheet installed, and we still have this here, and it's going to take us through that, so we're okay. It will. It'll tell us to remove it. So it's going to go through some tests. In the meantime, if you have any questions about this, and I'm going to pull up some statistics while we look at this. One thing I want to talk about is, so this is the Mark 4S, and this is the next extruder around here, and we have this really interesting cantilevered fan that's over here, right? And I was going to say, so this is what this guy looks like. A significant portion, ooh, there it goes. What's he doing? Okay, it's testing. So it's actually testing. Yep, oh. Dung, yep. So this is finding X0, Y0, Z0, I'm assuming. Or it's just banging its head. Let's see what it's doing. Yep, X-axis. Okay. Will move in full range. It may vibrate and be noisier during homing. Okay, so it's going to do a bunch of homing. And so check out this here. Now it's moving the build plate back and forth, right? But this is interesting. So we're going to go over here, right here, and we're going to look at the Mark IV. And the Mark IV is significantly different, right? We still have this next extruder and the path coming in, and we have this really nice fan, and it gets right out of the way. So we have great access to the nozzle, which I do not have a sock on right now, but that's great. You can pop that in and out. If you need to release the tension, you can release the tension and pull down. So it's pretty easy. But yeah, that's what we've got. So a lot of this is going to increase the utility. So, wait, what? Oh, you figured it out? Can I see you all? What? Can I see you all?
Yes.
Okay, I'm coming back around. Let me come back around. Okay, so put me on the main oh, wait, hold on. It just got done. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. It's going up. We've got a little bit. Okay. So, hey, hi, friends. Good to see you. One of the things that I am so excited about with this printer, just period, hands down, and I have a video that I was working on. I've got it behind the TV that you guys saw, and that is that we have these printers that are printing really fast these days. They're printing so fast. And by printing really fast, you guys, those of you who watch our videos know what model I'm going to bring out now. The first one who calls it, I don't have anything to give away, but the first one who calls it, right? Ooh. I'm gonna go close up. Can you close up me? Okay, go over here. Okay, this is Elastigirl. And see how part of her butt is shiny? And, oh, wait, do I need to go closer?
No, I was going to get ready for the printer.
Oh, okay. But see how part of her butt is shiny and part of her butt is not? And that's because of the volumetric flow and how hot the filament was being heated. And so when printers started printing really fast, we started running into problems with these filaments that were great filaments, but it was being printed faster than it was really able to effectively cool it. So if you've been doing this for a while, you may know that a lot of filaments are coming out with the fast or the hyper or whatever version of their PLA or PETG or whatever. And that's because they're trying to combat the issue that we're running into Elastigirl's butt not being consistently shiny or matte. So a lot of that is based on cooling, and Prusa addressed it in the opposite direction. And they said, we don't think you should have to have all these custom filaments. Let's just get the cooling right. And so they were like, print anything on this. Print it as you normally would, and you should not need a fast PLA. You shouldn't have to slow down the speed for the perimeters. It'll just do it right. Okay, now, sorry, I did sound like a rant. I didn't mean it to be a rant. Is there a question? Okay. Stick me back over here. Okay, it says load cell. You're worried? Wait, don't worry about it. He's worried about it. He's never done this before. Okay, wait, are we?
I unmuted myself so I can
You
talk.
unmuted yourself? Okay. So it said, we want you to test this, and it says continue. So we're going to test the load cell. Okay, and so we're going to, in 3 seconds, we're going to actually touch the load cell, okay, under here, and I'm going to touch it. Wait, there it is. Touch it. You did not tap the nozzle too soon. Retry. Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I mean, oh, darn. Continue. 4, 3, 2, 1. Touch. Load cell test passed. Okay. That was stressful. Okay. Z-axis calibration. All right, let me know if there are any questions that have come across that I have. We really need to have some Haribo. Now, this is a pretty straightforward installation. It's pretty much driven by you pull it out of the box and you're going to follow the instructions here. But if you are interested in getting a kit, and most of the Prusa printers are available in kit form, the videos as they step you through it. So that red light means it is now heating the build plate, and it is going to preparing heater testing. Okay, so my husband's concerned because this test print is still on here. We also have filament that is still sticking out of here, and so both of those are going to have to be addressed. All right, so let's come back around. One of the things,
Melissa says, you okay out in SoCal? But we're not in SoCal.
Oh my God. No, we're not.
We're in
in North Carolina. And we, in fact, are having snow. And we're in Raleigh, North Carolina. And snow, for some reason, seems to dodge Raleigh. And so we're always very excited if there's the potential of snow. We have we have maybe a half an inch now. The dog was so excited. The dog was out running around trying to eat it all. Okay, let me see what's next.
I'm trying to focus you. Hold on.
I know, it really just breaks my heart hearing about everybody out in SoCal. It just really is sad. And just so, people whose elementary school and high schools, and they were being burned down. Okay, so it's running through, and the heater is testing. So this is really nice. They have run through these tests at the factory, but it's been mailed to you, and does it all work? Now, there are some things while this is doing, and let's get the, we have filament here. Let's see what's in this box. Because there is something that the first time I got this, I just dismissed it and I didn't think it was that important. Not too much stuff. We have some tools. Oh, look at that. We have an isopropyl alcohol wipe, and we have one, and it probably even says
Rob Lincoln asked, did you order this before Prusa introduced the Core one or after?
Oh, that's a good question. Did I order it before the Core one or after? So this actually, here, stick me on the overhead.
Oh.
Your buddy's calling you.
Oh. I'll ignore him.
I know. So this was sent to me by Prusa, and I'm so glad you said that because I needed to say that. And so when I talked to them at 3D Printopia, which was, and if you're interested in ever going, you should go. You should go to any of
It's in October.
any events. The 3D Printopia is almost always the weekend between the ending of September and the starting of October, wherever that closest is. That's generally where they go. And so I talked to Ruda from Prusa. He was there, and I was really excited because, like, are you kidding? I'm working on a video that talks about this, you know, high-speed filament and everything. Oh, am I over here? High-speed filament and whatnot. And so he said, yeah, we'll send you one of these because he has also been doing some tests. Now, I have been running some tests. I have not done nearly as many as Ruda has, but tests because the Mark 4S should, with ease, be able to print, I don't know if you can see this, a 75 degree, we'll do it this way, 75 degree overhang. So this is not the Mark 4S. I was printing it, this is on the XL. There's definite, here, go over here. There's definite issues on the XL, and the XL does a decent job. It makes it, and I was taking notes, but it doesn't look pretty. This can do 75 degree overhangs, no problem. So I'm really excited about that because
Justin says,
yeah.
Come to Rocky Mountain.
Oh, yes, Justin, I will definitely pimp? That sounds terrible. All right, what are we saying next? Come back to me over here.
Yep, you're
It
going
says,
to Rocky Mountain this year.
Gearbox alignment. The gearbox calibration is only necessary for user assembled, so we get to skip. Skip. Okay, filament sensor calibration. We need to start without filament in the extruder. Please make sure there is no filament. So we're going to have to unload because there is filament and it was PLA. Actually, we're going to presume that, but it should have said that. So my husband is named Chris, and he's concerned this is going to be here. I'm not taking it off because I believe they're going to actually tell us to take it off. I remember Joel Telling doing a live stream with Neil Patrick Harris, and he had gotten a 3D printer, and he was going through all of these steps. And it really helped me see this from the eyes of someone who, because I'd had a 3D printer for a long time at this point, to go back and see someone going through the steps and really questioning them. Am I doing this right? Do we need to do this now? What do we do? Yeah. So,
Raybert, I would say 15% chance that I'm going to Rocky Mountain.
15, oh, my husband? You?
Yeah, I'm talking to him. Yeah,
Okay.
Raybert asked.
Oh, Raybert. Okay. So stick me overhead for a sec. Yeah, so
Overhead?
there, huh?
You mean
What?
straight ahead.
Oh, okay. It's just, I've noticed it has kicked it up, and a couple things have happened. One, this is something that's really nice. The prior versions of the Prusa printers prior to the Mark IV, MK4, is it would unload it, but it didn't actually pull it out. When it gets done now, it's just right here. It's right here at the edge. And it sort of pushed a little bit more. So we've gotten it out, and I'm going to come back around because it's going to say, next, it says, is the filament, what does it say? Is filament in the filament sensor? No.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm saying there's a chance.
Ray, I'm saying there's a chance.
Filament sensor calibration. Insert filament into the extruder until the sensor detects the filament. I need a spool of filament. Let's get a spool of filament. Let's get some red.
They gave you a box of one right there.
Huh? What?
They gave you a box of one.
I
right
know,
there.
but I got one right here. I'm just going to grab this one. Okay. So you'll notice I just went to put the filament on. I don't have the filament thing. Hold tight. I am going to put together this piece here, which is the filament. This has been the same ever since I've gotten Prusa printers. Hold on. There you go. It is 3 pieces. All right, you're gonna put one here. Where do we here? Do this here.
Oh.
Do it here. Yeah. Yeah, you just put the piece in and turn, and put this piece in and turn, and then we're going to.
Can't quite see that.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. I
Over
switched.
here. Here we go over here. Yeah, and then you just pop it in. Okay, so this is in, and now, and this is lipstick red. And I'm going to stick it here. Let's see what it says next. It's actually, let's see, it says filament inserted. Continue. Calibrating, do not remove filament. I'm not removing filament. Filament sensor calibration. Remove filament. Filament sensor calibrated. Happy for any, oh, we're done. Oh,
that's all you need
Chris, look what's still there. I was wrong.
It didn't tell you to do it.
It didn't tell
now
me
you
to
need to
remove
remove
it.
it.
So some of the old ones they had. Okay, so I'm going to do the. There we go. No, I didn't do it enough. I don't want to touch it. Oh, okay. Now it's on the floor. All righty. So now let's get the USB, which came with it. And if you see me like scooching left and right, it's because it's a very tight fit back here.
Well, this camera's in the way when you walk over there.
This camera, yeah. Where is the USB thing? We saw it at the beginning. Oh, by the way, they find this interesting. So there's one alcohol wipe, but there is actually a. I mean, it's not funny, but this is a acupuncture needle. It's the same type of needle that they're using for acupuncture, but that 0.4 millimeter nozzle that we have, if we really need to get up in there, that works perfectly, and so they are repurposed. I saw it. I had it earlier.
You lost
Do you remember where I put it? I've got her butt. Here we go. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so let's connect this. Lipstick red looks like a good color. And see what we have to print. I hope I brushed my hair in the back.
I've switched the camera. So
Does it look good? Does my hair look good in the back? Oh,
let's see. Yes,
look what it wants to print. It wants to print the same file that we just took off. Oh, look. Oh, pinball machines. We have pinball machines. My husband loves pinball machines. Should we print this one or should we print something else? I think something else. Let's go back. Let's look at print. Ah, keychain spatula. Filament guide. Oh, Scandic plate. Now this one, I'm going to show you this one in just a minute because 3 hours and 29 minutes. We're not doing that one tonight. Rocket engine.
Do you want me to give you
not
one of my
11
prints?
hours, 5 minutes. Ah, the Bonkers Benchy. This is an 8-minute Benchy. Let's do an 8-minute Benchy. And we'll talk about Benchy and why you should not get, okay, disable filament sensor. Filament, oh yeah, we got to load filament. Select disable filament sensor to, what? Load filament now? Yes, got it. Okay. Okie dokie, let's load some filament. Okay, and so what I did here is, it has a filament sensor, and so when I do this, that's when I get the beep. And so it's detected it. And then I say continue. And it's gonna load it in.
It's got to heat up too, right?
It is potentially at temperature because we unloaded, but we can check right down here. And it's flashing. We have that. That is 195 of 215. So for PLA, it's saying 215 is our load and unload. The bed is at 34C, which basically means it's not really being heated much.
By the way, earlier, and I'm not sure.
Oh, did I missed stuff?
I'm not sure if that stupid bunny suit is still in here, but
I love that name.
they said, what would you all recommend for a first AMS printer? Been looking at the Bamboo Lab P1S. I'm using an Adventurer 5M currently and love it.
Is that stupid bunny suit? What is that name again? That's such a great name.
Yeah, what did I say?
That's stupid. Something fun.
That stupid bunny suit.
That's so cute. Okay, I don't think we need to purge more, but I'm going to talk about this just because I think Prusa does a really good job of that. See how we had the black that was in here before, and just the way that path, as soon as it was done with the black, sorry, my hand's not showing this really well. As soon as it was done with the black, it was done. It went straight to red. Now, I like to clean it out. You know what? I'm not going to, it doesn't matter. We're going to say, is the color correct? Sorry, I got lights in here, and I'm going to say, well, yes, it is correct. Okay, now we're going to do Bonkers Benchy. Now, one thing you might notice with this, and if I'll talk about, I'm
going to switch you back.
Yeah, switch me back. I love 3D printing. Oh, I almost dropped your phone, but I saved it.
Good.
Let's see, where can I get this to spot? That's good. Okay, there we go. So I love 3D printing, and I think that there are amazing people working to develop these printers in all these companies. It's really easy to sort of point a finger at a company and say they're not as good or not as bad. But that being said, there are printers that clearly have an advantage from a feature standpoint, reliability standpoint, and I mean we've got to be realistic here. So I love my Prusa printers. I would not. Someone asked me recently, if you had only one printer that you could have, only one printer, what would it be? And of course, you know, I'm thinking of these like $100,000s printers, but I would never use them because I don't have the skill to use them. And so what would I use? And I started thinking about the printers that I use all the time. And the printers that I use all the time are the Prusa Mark IV, and I'll use the Mark 4s now. I use the XL a lot. I use the XL an awful lot because it does a great job of multicolor printing. And I use, and you can't see them right over here, but I use my Bamboo Lab printers. And I have Creality K1. I know that there are other companies that are coming out with AMS similar systems. By the way, I love Uncle Jesse's. If you have not seen Uncle Jesse's video that he came out with today, it's great. He actually said, I'm going to do a little bit of a rant. And he said, these are things that I think are really important that some companies are not getting and other companies are getting. And so I thought it was great because it pointed out where I think some companies have a lot of strength. So for instance, I think Prusa has an excellent job of their slicer. They created Prusa Slicer. There is, wait, hold on. You're raising your hand?
Yeah, well, you're rambling, but there was a good question.
Okay, good question.
Does Prusa supply the STL files for the parts, such as the filament spool holder?
Yes, yes. All of the 3D printed parts are available.
Now that's injection molded.
So, okay. So this one, oh, yeah. Okay, good question. Any part that is 3D printable, you can get it. Just anybody can get it, right? Because Prusa is really big on open source. Now,
so like the orange parts and some of these other black parts.
That being said, Prusa is really big on open source, but it has gotten super competitive, and so even Joe Prusa, who has the open source logo tattooed on his body, they've had to rethink certain things. Now, let's see what it's doing. Just a minute. But they are companies are open sourcing whatever they can. All right, what do we have? We have Bonkers Benchy, and it says 8 minutes remaining time. So what it's done up to now is prepare. It has gone through and it has checked the level of the bed. And that's something that the Mark IV, this is the Mark 4s, the Mark IV did, which was so crazy. You could take a piece of corrugated cardboard, you could take the back of this box like this and stick it on top of your build plate and then print a single layer, and it had no problem because they were calling it the perfect first layer. And wow, it was amazing. And so this is going to do the same thing. I have
Speaking of first layer,
what?
It's already done with the first layer.
Yeah, it's already done with the first layer. Now,
Here,
let me get down in here with this. So the thing with these, okay, the Benchy. If you've done 3D printing for a little bit, you've heard about the Benchy. Let me get down here a little bit. Okay, you've heard about the Benchy. And then they had something called the speedboat races.
This is really fast.
Yeah, I'm going to take this off here. Hold on. Oh, I've got to get this down here. See if I can. they had the speedboat race, and it was how fast could you print a benchy? And it got faster and faster. Now, with that, there are certain rules that you need to follow. And I don't know if you can see in here, but this guy is pretty much empty, right? So this is not following the traditional speedboat rules. But that's okay, right? This is not trying, somebody got really upset, or a couple of people got really upset. They were like, well, they're not doing the right amount of walls or something. And it was like, wait, we're not trying to enter the competition. We were just seeing how fast we could do a benchy that, when it was done,
Ray's worried about your hair.
Nice. My hair? What's happening to my hair?
Moving parts and hair.
Oh, yeah, I worry about it too. Oh, Ray, speaking of, so folks, Ray and I have been friends since a long time ago. Not to bring up a sad memory, but I was teaching a class in Atlanta when 9/11 happened, and Ray was there, and we knew each other through video gaming, and we were in a Quake clan together, and we messaged each other because, you know, we were like, this is awful, and we got together, and it just needed to be with a friend that night.
Oops.
And I just have very special memories of hanging out with Ray, huh?
I was showing him your hair was okay.
Oh, my hair's okay. Thank you for the, because I worry about it. Whenever I like want to get the not the blowtorch. Whenever I'm going to clean up the wisps, yeah, I have to tie my hair back.
All right. What about the Core 1?
Core 1. What about the Core 1? Okay. I could just stick this here. That's not going to work. How much time do we have left?
We've got this shot here.
We're only 35% done. Okay. Can you pull that one in?
It's on that camera.
Okay, so you got it. Okay. The Core 1. Yeah. So okay. So where was I?
Oh, I said, well, what about the Core 1?
Talking about my friend and right. All right. So one thing that Prusa does is, can we see? Oh, you've got it here. All right. One thing that Prusa does is their upgrade path is something they have always, it's been important to them. So, and I am excited. I'm going to have a Core 1. I'm not sure when I will have one. I was like, you just sent me the Mark 4S. Send the Core 1 out to your content creators who this is their primary thing. Anyway, I'm going to get one at some point, and I'm really looking forward to comparing them. But the Core 1 is not necessarily the next in line printer. And here's why. So it depends. Prusa looked at their audience, and let me look at my numbers really fast. I think it's something like 90% of all of the prints. Hold on. 90% of the prints that were being done by Prusa printer users were PLA and PETG. So that's fine. The Core 1 is a fully enclosed Core XY printer. And it has active heating and active cooling. So if you're going to do something like you're going to do ABS or polycarbonate or nylon or something where you need the temperature in the chamber to be hot, it has the ability to heat the chamber to 55°C, and it actually heats it pretty quickly. So that's great. But if most of the time I'm printing PLA and PETG, we actually run into the opposite problem. And that's that, and we run into this in the studio here. We have all the lights on and we're printing and it gets hot in here, and we actually need to keep it reasonably cool, because that's one of the huge advantages of this printer with this fan hanging off the front, is that it's all about cooling. So if you're doing PLA and PETG, you don't necessarily need the Core 1. If you want the Core 1, go for it. But what they have done with the Core 1 is this thing that's hanging off the front, they were able to redesign it, and so they're getting the same cooling functionality, but they've sort of put it in the back. It's a little more hidden, and it's a little more compact, right?
Well, how about this? The difference between, say, the Creality K1 and the Bamboo X1C is that it's enclosed, but it's not cooled. You can heat the enclosure, but you can't cool the enclosure. The Core One incorporates cooling so that when you do print PLA or PETG, you can cool the chamber rather than just let it heat up.
So there's also, if you're going to be printing and you need the chamber to be hot, a very inefficient way to do that is to turn on the heat bed and just to sit around and wait for the ambient temperature to increase. And you've got to make sure you have it kind of tightened up. So if you're going to need to print, you're printing polycarbonate all the time, you need it that hot. You want to have something that has the ability to heat, right? So that's the one thing. The second thing is, and this is what the Core One does. It's like, well, if you're going to print PLA and PETG, we need to flow. They need to have airflow, and so they have airflow. So it will not only will it circulate the air and keep it cool, but where it comes out is actually in the back of the printer, right about here. And so you can take, what if you're printing ABS and you don't want those fumes, right? You can take a standard connector and connect it and then send it out a window or through your exhaust. So that's another advantage of it. The other thing that you can do if you really want the Core One, and gosh darn it, I like the look of the Core One, and I'll tell you why, because it's the same like size, right? Here's a huge advantage. Again, think of Prusa likes us as individual customers, right? They really like us as customers, but they also have a lot of businesses that have hundreds of printers. So when they come out with a new printer and they're moving forward, one of the big questions is, what's the moving forward path? And that's interesting that I think it's pretty inexpensive to move. Oh, here's the thing. The Mark IV came out, something like 8 months later, the Mark IV-S came out.
About done.
Are we almost done?
Come around.
Woo, coming around. 20% of users had already bought the upgrade kit. Come on, focus. Focus.
Farther away.
Further away? Why does your oh. Wow. Wow. All right, so let's look at the time. I'm just going to tell you because it's not focusing. Okay, it says printing time was total 11 minutes 50 seconds. Seriously, this is my husband's phone and it focuses further away than mine. Okay. Shall we pop it off? There we go. Okay, this is a very light phone.
A light phone?
Sorry, it is a very light print. Hold on. I want to do something. Print. Does it say how much? We don't have material PLA. Oh, man. 2.19 meters of filament.
7 grams.
Yeah, 7 grams, 2.19 meters. Wow. That's very light. But let's look at, if we can. Can we go on this camera over here?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to do. No. Oh, you're zoomed in.
It's
there we go. Okay, so let's look. We have a little bit of stringing. This filament I have had for probably 2 years. So I will take that. So we want to look at
it's pretty good.
The bow here, because this is where cooling is an issue a lot of times. Well, I could really use some lotion on my hands, couldn't I? But the cooling looks pretty good there. Now, when I first started 3D printing, a Benchy took an hour and 45 minutes.
That back corner doesn't look as good.
The back corner here?
The stern.
Oh, man, I can't. Okay, I got to look at this. The stern. Bow, stern. This corner?
Down.
Down.
The other corner. You turned it.
I suck at this. I'm so sorry, guys.
There's some pips.
Oh,
in a hole.
I see it. The hole is the drainage hole.
No,
for
on
the
the
boat.
corner.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Can we see the steering wheel? Is it in there? Yeah, I see the steering wheel. What about the, okay, so this is always a huge issue at the top. Got to get this right. Oh my goodness, Courtney. Because, you want to take over?
No, I'm just going to do this. Okay. It'll be easier.
Okay. This is always, why you say that? Where do I go? Here? Now it's just a ghost.
Well, now it doesn't want to focus on you.
You come hold it and I'll come stand up front. Let's see how you do. Let's see. Here we go. Your fine motor skills are better.
Yeah, it's not focusing yet.
It's oh man. So okay, one of the things with the anytime, and this has nothing to do with this benchy.
Focus.
Do it on the overhead. Is it autofocus or is it manual?
It is
focus?
autofocus. It's just very slow.
There we go. Okay, go to the top. So, and then look over at the top. So, when you are doing that at the very end, that is a single layer. And if you're looking at, by the way, I love slicer settings. I just absolutely love them. If you're looking at slicer settings, what you're saying is, what is the maximum or minimum time it takes to do a layer? And so, it'll go zip, 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 zip. If it was going at full speed, the problem would be that it would go so fast the prior level wouldn't have a chance to dry or cool. And so that actually has done a nice job. That's a really nice job given how fast that is. So yeah, it's not perfect, but it's an 8-minute benchy.
It did the, what do you call that thing on the smokestack?
The smokestack, that's it.
In like, I don't know, 20 seconds.
Yeah, of the 8 minutes. So now I was going to say, so I want to say a couple things. First of all, Justin or B-Core said here, there are, if you are, just because I got to jump in here, if you are interested in, if you all are interested in going to any 3D printing events, I mentioned 3D Printopia, which is end of September, beginning of October, and that is on the East Coast. We have the Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival, which is, you would fly into Denver unless you're close, and then you would go up to, what is the name of the city? Loveland, Colorado. And it's a really nice time. It's a great bunch of people. There are a lot of, wait, what was it?
Sorry, I'm laughing at Ray.
Ray.
He's still waiting for the perfect 2D printer.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
yeah, there you go.
Jersey Style is waiting for the perfect 3D printer.
But yeah, the Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival is a really nice event. Maker Faire Orange County is one. There are a lot of them. Midwest Rep Rap Festival is one of the original ones. It is a little bit tricky to get there because you're going to go into like Chicago or Cincinnati, and then you have to drive to Amish country. So that one's a little bit of a trick.
Do you want me to go get one of our test things?
One of our test things? Yeah, if you want to.
Although we didn't slice it.
Yeah, we haven't sliced them. So let me just, I'll show these if we can go overhead. And I'm going to show
There's a couple questions.
Yeah, we'll do a couple questions.
What color what filament color are your nails?
Oh, what filament color?
Nebula?
Okay, and yes, let's pretend like they're in a better shape. So this is Russian Navy by OPI. I don't know why. I love this color. Yeah, Russian Navy by OPI. Yeah.
And no, Ray, we did not get a 85X to review. We don't do that many printer reviews.
No, I don't do as many printer reviews, and I'll tell you why. Because we are in a very small space. This is our mechanical room, and so when we started this, am I here? Am I here? Where are we? And we started this live stream, and then it was going on, and I heard, so it's quite cold outside because it's snowing, and the heating system turned on, and it's right there. And so my husband Chris went over and turned it off, and then we have a 3D print. We have to do this process, or we'll all get cold or hot. And we have a 3D print, and we throw it right outside the door. So that when we open the door, it's there, and oh yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is the 3D print.
It's the H for HVAC.
It's just an H for HVAC, right? And so we throw it right out there, and then we had it for another reason. And so we were like, oh yeah, turn it on so we won't be cold tonight. So Another thing I just wanted to mention, because I completely overlooked this thing, and it turns out to be really useful, and I wish other printers had it.
And that is a 3D model that they have on printables.com for free.
Yeah, this is a 3D model. Let's go over here and see if we can get this.
I have it on the bed, basically.
Back up, back up. Oh, now it's...
I zoomed in over
You zoomed really far in. It's hard to see. Okay, go overhead.
Well, here, I just backed it out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just going to show what it does here. Maybe I'm going to. Here, okay. What it does is it clicks on to this spool holder, and then before you load your filament in, all you're doing is you're hooking, the whole single goal of this is to hook it through a little circle so that it doesn't fall off the side of the spool. Right, if you've got a really full spool or something's going on, this is a filament guide, and it just makes sure that even if this filament spool were to go crazy and fall off, it's still going to navigate the spool through the filament. I'm looking in the wrong camera too. So everything I've seen about...
Alexander Walden says it should be on the USB too, if you wanted to print
Oh,
it.
it should be on the USB. Oh, yeah, it should be on the USB. No, thank you. Thank you. That's a good point. This is a very exciting printer to me because I want to take all these filaments that are silk filaments that we're printing. And if you didn't know what you were looking for, and I like silk filaments, but I'm not printing like important things that are installed in a car or whatnot and need to have that stability. But I like silk filaments, and they were printing and they were showing up just matte. And matte's great if you want it, but silk's supposed to be shiny. And so this is supposed to solve that. Now, I love my XL, which is there. Okay, I have gotten some of the best prints off the Prusa XL, but this is at a whole different price point. And I like Thompson Latterer's video where he said, you know, if you are comparing the Prusa XL to the Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon or one of the other ones, it's not really the best comparison because they sort of, one's a tool changer and the other one is that. But as far as consumer folks who are getting a 3D printer, I want to print in multicolor, for instance. What are my choices? Here's a very expensive printer that does it. Yes, it can do lots of other things, and it can do multi-material, meaning PLA and PETG and ASA and ABS and TFU and all in one print. But I just want pretty dragons. Is it the best choice? And I don't think it's the best choice. Not for your money.
Not for the price.
Not for the price.
It's the best choice for the amount of filament waste.
Apple and orange, right? But they're fruit. Exactly. Happy Friday, Additive Adam. So the other thing that I think is, you said something. Hold on. I thought about it. And then I looked and I was like, oh, Additive Adam, what a great name. And Friday, apples to apples. Oranges.
I said filament waste.
Filament waste. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, right. And you don't have the filament waste with this because it's not having to go through and do the poop to purge. And the reason it's not doing that is because for every color, it has an extruder. So when we have one extruder here and we're going from orange to green, we have to get all of that orange out so that we can flush it and then get the green in. And if there's any bleeding, we have to get it completely out, or you end up with eyeballs that have green in them, and that's not what you want to do. None of the white.
Although the
eyeballs.
MMU for Prusa does a really good job.
That's what I was going to say. Okay, thank you. So two parts here. If you are looking for a solution from Prusa, because that was asked at the Core 1 announce, because I was at Formnext at the Core 1 announce, as they do have an excellent multi-material system, and it's the MMU, and they now have the MMU3, and that completely works and is great. However, the AMS1 for the X1 Carbon to go, I know we've got AMS-like things. I'm going to go Bamboo versus Prusa. It's really convenient. It just sits right on top, right? It sits, boom, right on top. The Prusa MMU does take, it's 5 filaments, but it takes up a little more space. They don't have a nice, tidy organizational structure, and I think that's something they're working on. There were some questions that were asked. Yes, okay. RC Maniac 25. Everyone I know who uses the MMU with one of the Prusa machines loves it. And it's very hard to show you how little space I have back here, because I've had people who've shown it here. Yeah, and they'll say, wow,
printing, and it works really well.
There's no room here. But yeah, the MMU is fantastic. And we are moving to a new studio hopefully later this year. We'll see how it works out. And I am looking forward to having a place to put the MMU so that I can do some comparison. But yeah, there are, I think, I'm going to wait, what? Oh, here, I'm over here. I will tell you something that was really surprising. So now we're just having fireside chat right on Friday. If you've watched Chuck Hellebuck's Filament Friday, of course, what a great name, right? But he does all kinds of interesting things. And he has come out with some interesting products that are great. The E-leveler. Where's my E-leveler? I think it's right here. My E-leveler. Is it here? Hold on. Here. Crap. Darn. Where's my E-leveler? All right. I give up. The E-leveler is, it's great. If you have an Ender, if you have a Creality, CR, whatever, and you want to level your bed. So one thing that we did not do tonight at all was we didn't level the bed. The first 3D printers I had, you would get them,
spend a lot of time
set them up, and then you would do this thing. You would turn stuff and move around, and you would get one corner so that it was the right distance from the nozzle, and then you would go around and do the others. And by virtue of doing that, you actually change the first one. And so you're going around and around. You got the center and the fork. Oh my goodness. And I just felt like I could never get it trammed. Level. It's not actually level. You're just trying to get it with the right proximity. But we all called it leveling. In any case, this is wonderful. And when I got my first Prusa, I was like, wait, I don't have to turn any knobs? It just does it all for me? And now that is absolutely standard. The expected and standard. But there are still a lot of printers that are being sold for $150, really inexpensively. And it's a price point that people can get into 3D printing. And so there's good and bad to that, right? I'm excited that they're getting into 3D printing. Hopefully there are people that want to tinker, because that's a great price point to like tinker. It's a bad price point if you barely get one print done and then say, this sucks, and never do anything again, right? But in any case, so I was surprised when Chuck Hellebuck said, hey, here's my E-leveler. It helps you do that leveling stuff. Would you be up for doing a video? And I was like, Chuck, I've watched your videos for years. Heck yeah. And I did the video last year, no, not 2024, 2023, so a little over a year ago, December 19th. And that video blew up because so many people still have the 3D printers where they're doing that manual leveling, and that is a great tool to help. And so that was a big eye-opener, because I recognize so many of you all in the chat tonight, which just makes me really happy. But we see the Bamboo Lab printers, we see the Creality printers, and look at all the new stuff. And yeah, so I have to remember that we're the 3D printing like crowd here, but there are a lot of people that are still getting started, and they're getting started at different points. So
hopefully they're getting started with a newer printer that has bed leveling.
Hopefully, yeah. I really liked Nero, who I was watching a lot of his stuff when you can see it right there, is my Voron 0.1, which is more of an honorary position right now. He's got a lot of stuff in there. It hasn't been turned on in a while. But I was watching a lot of Nero 3D because his stuff is really great. If you are just interested in throwing on somebody to listen while you're doing other stuff around the apartment or the house, he's great because he's very knowledgeable and he's a positive person, and he just has a lot of depth of knowledge, right? And so I really enjoyed listening to his stuff. And he was the one that said, we are content creators. If you are putting videos out and this is back when there was you could get an Ender Pro something for $100 at, what's the name of the place? The big,
Micro Center.
Micro Center, thank you. Micro Center, and well, why Micro Center wants you to come back and buy Filament and other stuff, right? But we're doing a disservice because a significant portion of those people will walk away from 3D printing. And any 3D printer that we recommend should have, and he went down, and I'm like, all of these things are reasonable. Auto bed leveling.
That's what
right?
RC Maniac just said.
Yeah.
He said it's not worth reviewing a printer if it doesn't have a flex plate, filament sensor,
yes,
ABL, and self-leveling.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. RC Maniac, we need to be on a show together.
And Additive Atom, I've heard that the MMU3 works really well with the Mark III S Plus also. Are you thinking about upgrading your Mark III S Plus with the upgrade kit?
Okay, maybe. So that's another thing. Yeah, they have a lot of upgrade kits. I don't have the numbers on that, but I know the Mark IV came out, and then the Mark IV-S came out, and it had not been out that long, but 2.5, 3 months, and apparently 20% of the, let's say they sold 100 of the Mark IV, I'm making a number, they sold 100 Mark IVs. By the time 2 months later, when I saw them at Formnext, they'd already sold 20% of them, so 20 upgrade kits. So they have a lot of people and companies that really want to do upgrades. I don't know that I will upgrade my Mark III S Pluses. I have Mark IIIs and Mark III S Plus. Mark III, Mark IIIs, Mark III S Plus. Yeah, I have those. I probably won't because I'm not running a print farm. So I just want to print what I need to show the videos. I have never sold models. My mother-in-law would be like, you should sell them. And I'm like, I totally respect the people who are selling them. And I think it's really cool because they're making people happy with really fun stuff. And sometimes really serious stuff, right? But I love just giving away the prints, right?
And like you said, we're not set up to mass print stuff.
And we're not really set up to sell and mass print, and that's fine with me because I really enjoy. I have some really cool filament. We're going skiing. I'm terrible at skiing. We're going skiing as a family in a week, and I've got so much stuff I want to show before that. So I think I lost sight. Just by the way, and RC Maniac, I will see you at Remurf and 3D Printopia, and yes, cookies.
RC Maniac says cookies again. Yep. Oh, and on TikTok, Alien Destination 3D Printing says hello. They got the orange. Yeah. They got the orange Giga and love it.
Oh, you have the orange Giga Mega Storm. Okay, the orange Giga Mega. I keep throwing weird names, and I forget what it's like. 800 by 800 by 800. You need a big bathroom. You need to redo a big bathroom. But seriously, it is a huge 3D printer, and you can do all kinds of, wait, am I here? Yeah, you can, I've got this in my face. You can do all kinds of really neat stuff with it, and people who have had it have loved it. So it is a way to blow through some filament.
How come those marshmallows aren't melting?
These marshmallows are not melting as I'm hiding my stuff in it. This is a clock spring model. It's a Marshmallow Madness. Clock spring, I think he probably has 15. I swear, he just makes, he's made a career out of making containers and boxes, but I love this. Yeah, I really think that the people who are selling this stuff, it's great because it's 3D printing. People have heard about it, and some people are like unhappy because it's like,
Sunblade 6 says hi, Mom.
Huh?
Sunblade 6 says hi, Mom.
Sunblade 6? My son is online. Hi, sweetheart. I can't believe he joined us. I said, hi, Mom. So, yeah, I have no idea what I was saying because my son came on and I got very excited. This is the first time you've ever joined a live stream, sweetheart.
He could walk through the door and come say hi.
You could just come in and say hi to everyone. I'm trying to decide what to do. Yeah, I love.
Just start a print since.
We should start a print. We should just start a print. Well, we need to. Is it 9:12? Yeah, we probably should. We'll do something. I don't know. We'll do something short, and then we'll ask questions, or I'll answer questions. Let's see. I'm sorry, my back is in sort of a cranky spot. Let's see what we have here. Not 4 24 hours.
This is the camera that gets in the way and we bump our head on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we left the day away.
So this is the Mark IV over here. It's interesting to see the difference in the fans, but the printer itself doesn't look that much different. But the extruder is different. And the fans are different on it.
Oh, sorry.
I'll give them a close-up of the XL. See, we've got 5 different extruders. And this guy just zips around and picks up the extruder and pulls it out. It's really cool. But almost no waste on multicolor prints. But like you said, much different price point.
What are we changing? Uh-oh. What does it want? I picked this thingamadoodle. This thing. I picked this. I'm guessing it wants Pet G. Yeah, that looks like Pet G. Let's go get some Pet G. That looks like the MTV. Okay. Oh yeah, and it has. If you can see that has the number of the part.
F2 or something.
It's part F2. So my Mark IIIs. If any of you have had a Prusa in the past, raise your hand or say something in chat. If you have reprinted your fan shroud a number of times.
Tell you what, Ray said, what about a quick tour of the filament bunker?
Oh, we can go tour the filament bunker. Sure, let's go tour the filament bunker. Because I've got to get some Pet G. Okay.
Oh, I don't know what he's listening to.
It's pretend like it's not messy.
What about this over here?
Oh, that's incoming. That's incoming filament.
Right there.
Theirs just came out at that moment. Did you hear us?
Yeah, I saw. No, I don't know what you were doing. Okay, so my Prusa is currently under arrangement. So we'll go Cookie Cad. I just have it here because it looks so delicious. This is Protopasta all down here. We worked with Protopasta for a good while, so I normally would not have that much of a company's filament, but this is printed solid. Now, if you know of the legendary come around here. This is my Polyalchemy elixir. I have all the originals, right? Including, where are the other ones? Here's some of them down here. Here's some of the other ones, the weird ones that they came out with later. I've got them all. In any case, so Polyalchemy was not doing, it was tough with COVID, right? And so they closed shop and they sold everything to Printed Solid. And so Printed Solid is taking a while, but all of these really shiny ones. Yep, these are the Polyalchemy elixir.
They got the recipe.
They have the recipe and they needed a different line to do it because pretty much if you see a silk filament, it's got some TPU in it, right? And it depends on how much, which is why I love this. If you are having your filament come out and it's loading the filament, when it stops,
I just realized we might be too far away from the microphones. I can't see the
Oh, can you hear us?
Hold this.
Hey guys,
Let's see if they can hear us.
I gotta get a Pet G.
I don't know if they could hear us. Can you still hear us in there?
Now. But yeah, if you're loading it'll come. You know, it just extrudes out of the nozzle, and when it's done, it'll go zoop. Right, that's the TPU in it. Should we do? I think Prusa Orange. This is easy. Let's do the Prusa Orange Pet G. Right.
It's about as far as we can get. It's not
okay.
The audio.
So that's it. So this is when we go to the studio, which will be. It's very packed. We've got
dehumidifier.
There's dehumidifier.
There's even some down here.
Across everywhere. And is Bamboo Lab is here and here. And actually over there. I am rearranging the Prusa. The Prusa is not represented well here. What else do we have? Oh, this is Dud V2. If you haven't, Dud V2, these guys really like.
I'm not sure how well
really like rainbow filaments and coming out with different and interesting rainbow filaments. So Dud V2 is cool. A bunch of Dud V2. I'm trying, and I have. Okay, we'll come back. Okay, sorry. Coming back. Pretend like it's clean ever in here. Unloading filament. It unloaded successfully. So, can we hear? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing about my closet, and I did a revamp recently, and it actually is a little set.
Don't forget to use a textured bed.
Oh, a textured tea. Yeah. Oh, wait. I have a new bed. Yes, that's a great question. Let's do that. I have filaments from many, many companies, and that's one of the things I really like. But, okay, let's see. Letting it stop. If filament pressed into the wrong type change. Hold on. We are changing to PET G. What? 1 second. I'm unable to talk and think.
Technically, that's a new bed, but you have a different new bed.
Ta-da. So, no, they sent another bed. And let me pull it up here. It came with, let me put, what's her name's butt over here. Man, if I break Elastigirl, she is my #1 visual.
Okay. Ala Zahira says, I think I have a FlashForge Adventurer and I'm a beginner.
Oh. So you think you have it? Well, have you just gotten started? Purge more. And are you enjoying 3D printing? I hope you're enjoying 3D printing. We didn't know what to get our first 3D printer, and I remember saying to my husband, because he likes to do the research, and I was just like, get the printer that does it all. Yes.
We got a cheaty.
Yeah, we had a cheat. No, wait, no. Oh, wait.
Which one was it? I don't remember.
Cheat X Plus.
That's right. Cheaty
Okay.
X Plus was.
And they have a newer version of it because that was pretty old. Okay, so this is. Okay, so there are
Well, our first FDM
series of print beds. This is it's PEI, smooth PEI sheet. Both sides are the same. One of the things, so this is the other one that they sent, and this is the.
Oh wait, what camera am I on?
What camera are you on? I don't know. This one, satin powder coated. So it is a really interesting satin feel.
You can do top down. Top down.
Top down. Let's look at the difference.
Keep it down near the bed.
Down near the bed.
Right there.
All right. So very different feel. I like the smooth PEI for the results that you get when printing, just because it's smooth underneath. But you really get great adhesion with the textured PEI. Now, the other thing, and I know those of you who are doing 3D printing, and wait, what was it? What was our friend's name that just started 3D printing with the FlashForge Adventurer? Who had just gotten started with FlashForge Adventurer?
Eliza Hira.
Okay.
It's almost like Al Jazeera, but not quite.
Okay.
Eliza Hira.
So, I hope you end up loving 3D printing like I do. This is the bamboo one. I have them in a stack, but this is the textured. So you can see it's just got a little bit of a texture, and that texture will help the print grab. Because as those of you who've been doing 3D printing for a long time, and if you haven't been doing 3D printing for a long time, you will learn the very most important thing in the whole world with 3D printing is the first layer. Because you are building a foundation of a model that might take 15, 28, 30, sometimes 5 days to print. And it's all based on that very first layer sticking and holding on, which is why these different types of build sheets and different adhesion stuff. There's glue stick. I remember thinking, glue stick? Oh, what's it doing? Is it thinking? Okay, hold on. Is it saying something? It says, next change in, no, I don't know what it's doing.
Is it warming up?
2 minutes, 52 seconds. Printing time. I don't know. Oh, okay. Here's what
Oh,
it's
it's
done.
heating up.
Yeah, here's what it's done. Sorry, I was chatting and not paying attention. So it has gone around. Do I have a dehumidifier? Oh, is that an old question? Oh, wait. What? Oh, gee, was that first printer? Okay. So yes, dehumidifier, absolutely, in the filament area. So what it's doing is, as it's measuring the distance from the nozzle to the build plate, and it's going around and it's touching, because this looks flat, right? But it's actually not even remotely close to flat on the scale that it needs. So it's making a map of sort of the hills and valleys, and it's tapping, but it's going to get a different value if it's at the full temperature of the nozzle. And so it does that cool or cooler.
In the bed, too.
Yeah. And so now it's going back, it's heating to a certain level.
It's checking the bed leveling or creating the map, like you said.
Now, if you really get into 3D printing and you want, you can write your own startup, because all of this is G code. This is all telling, this is a robot, and it's telling, the G code is telling the robot what to do. Heat up, move, up, lift, move again. And so it's all just individual commands. And if you say, we leveled it earlier today, there's no reason to level it and spend an additional 4 minutes every time I want to print a short model. So up to you on that. The other thing, if you're new to 3D printing, that is exciting is these, you'll hear them called different things. These effects sheets, you see it here?
Yeah.
Yep, effects sheets. These I've had for a while. You can see they're not perfect. And you'll hear them as P flats. I didn't understand how it works, right? And so I thought that it was a one-time thing. This one just looks like sort of a carbon fiber pattern. And this is a mild rainbowy thing. But what this is this is a very, very tiny, tiny pattern. And
like an actual physical pattern.
it's a physical pattern, right? And so when you print, if you were to print chocolate on this and pull the chocolate up, your chocolate would have a rainbow pattern, would match this pattern, right? Because it's just how the light is reflecting. And so these things are so much fun. Different companies have them.
We're printing.
I have gotten them from like large.
We're looking at this at the
What are
moment.
we looking at? Oh, yeah, we gotta look at this. You want to get the things just evolve here on Filament Stories. I just keep chatting and
Yeah, we'll wrap it up.
yeah. Oh, this is so cute.
First layer, important.
First layer. Okay, so let's go to questions and see what folks have.
Yeah, before we head out, any other
I know, before we head out. And let you all have your fun Friday night.
Oh, yeah, RC Maniac said back in the day you printed on CDs to get those effects.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Because it would copy the little tiny ridges, right?
Yes.
But yeah, somebody made a video. You said chocolate, where they melted chocolate. They didn't print with chocolate, but they melted chocolate on there.
On there.
In a mold and let it cool. And when they pulled it off, the chocolate had the effect on it.
So I have gotten some silicon molds that you can do various things. I think coasters. There's a bunch of them. But silicon molds, coasters, and you can color your silicon. Not silicon. I'm sorry. The molds are silicon, but it is for doing resin, right? And this is like the time cure resin, or it could be UV cure resin. And you just pour it into this thing, and when you're done, you peel it out, and you have a coaster, and it's got a really cool pattern. Oh, this is a quiet printer. Yeah.
Oh, it's really, that's a good point. You can hardly hear it.
Lost in Tech? When did Lost in Tech get here? Oh my gosh. It's a diffraction grating. Now, Lost in Tech, okay. Tech ingredients guy. Okay, I'm just going to have to say, if you are interested in how 3D printing works, and understanding it in a very clear way to be explained, and also that a really enjoyable and humorous way. Lost in Text channel is one of my favorite channels on YouTube, and I am not just saying that. I am absolutely, one of his videos comes out and I'm like, all right, I don't know what I'm doing, but I got to go back and watch it because his stuff is just really good, and I have learned so much. So are you the kind of person, folks, that you see something and you think, I must understand this, and then you dive down like a serious rabbit hole until you understand it? That's what he does. And then he makes these videos and he explains it all to us. He's got a video where he looks inside a nozzle because he got a camera and did, I can't say enough. I'm sorry. I know. Sorry to
There's
chat
another question
about you, but I really do think you've got the most fun content, and I have learned an awful lot. Get a free roll of filament. Oh, so okay, so
Well, wait. What do you think of BB Life filament?
BB Life filament? No, I've had a bunch of BB Life filament. Yeah, BB Life filament is good stuff. I mean, so here's and I'll answer the free roll of filament question too. But I've had a bunch of BB Life filament. I don't know who makes the BB Life filament. They don't have a broad variety. They're not a big manufacturer. And so I have a feeling that someone is making it for them. But that's okay, because our behind the scenes, a huge portion of the filament that we get is made from really big manufacturers.
5 different companies.
Right.
Or something.
Yeah, 5 different companies. And that's okay, because they know what they're doing, right? I'm okay with that. I don't insist that it be made from small, family batch. So, but I've tried the BB Life stuff. Yeah, I really like it. Okay, wait.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. Oh, cool. I was just pronouncing. Yeah, the BB. I'm trying to remember one of the BB Life. It's this really cool rainbow. If I hadn't had to rearrange my closet, I knew exactly where it used to be.
He says he wasn't
I could
being
go grab
serious.
it. Yeah. PEO.
We've given away like one or two spools of filament.
I was going to say, we have not done a lot of giveaways. So first of all, I'll explain how I sort of work. I only have one of everything. If I have an extra one, huh?
Oh, only.
Oh, only. Oh, now I'm getting teased. Because when I get something in, I'll start to print with it. And like, I actually have, now I do have an extra one of these. Can I have?
Did he just give you five?
He just gave us, my son just gave us $5 and I will like it.
Well, now he.
Oh, what a great son I have.
Where did he get $5 from?
Where did he get $5 from? So we've not really been set up to give away stuff, and I think I'd really like to do that, but we need to get to our new studio because we just don't have enough room. I have filament under the bed in our guest room. I got busted for that one recently.
Yeah, but you don't have any non-GMI, cage-free, locally sourced organic filament like Ray does.
No, I don't, but I'm going to come see Ray, and I want a copy of it. Giveaway before you move. We'll probably do that. That actually is a great idea because...
Can we give away like house stuff that we're trying to get rid of?
No, we can't give away house stuff. This is a 3D printing channel. That's a really good point, Ray. So the thing is, typically I get one spool of it. My mother-in-law was like, well, after you do a video on it, you can just give it away to people. And I'm like, but I have a collection. So I love having filament that's no longer existing. Like, okay, if you go to Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival, which last year was the first time this was ever done, right? They had the filament swap, which I loved. So I got a chance to do that with Polar Filament, Mitch with Polar Filament. Those guys are so nice, so knowledgeable on filament. And people could bring a spool of filament, one or however many you want, and then you would get a ticket. And then at any point later, you could come and get a spool of filament that someone else dropped off and then give your filament back. Yeah, I really love the filament swap. And I had the best time because I was like going in and I didn't have any filament that I brought to swap, because I usually only have one spool of filament, and I try not to finish it so that I can still keep it. But
she wants to be the first filament museum.
I want to have a filament museum. I keep saying someday we'll have like matter compilers, and I'll have filament, and I'll be like, this is what it used to be.
Don't let Courtney fool you all. That closet is only part of her collection. The rest is tucked away in all our cabinets.
Oh, it's a lot of places.
She's using up all of our space.
It's a lot of places. So the new place that hopefully we're going to be able to move our studio to, will have more room. And it will not be the Harry Potter closet under the stairs. So I'm hoping it'll work out.
Oh, we've been looking at the print this whole time.
I know we've been looking at the print. It looks good. It looks good. And it is pretty quiet.
Oh, that's a good view.
Isn't that nice? Oh, I got a question. I don't know how to do a survey on this. So.
The filament seed vault.
Huh? Yeah, no, that's what I'm serious. I want to. Okay. Some people, so there's this little purge line right at the very beginning. Right, hard to see, right over here. And different printers put them in different spots. Do you leave this on until the print is done? Do you take it off? What do you all do? You have filament on the stairs, Lost in Tech?
I take it off.
You take it off? Oh, I have to take it off. My producer, Jason, Asylum Life Makes, who comes down here every so often.
Ray peels it off within 2 seconds.
Within 2 seconds, I know. And I'm like, but I don't want to mess up the print. So like I come in, hold on. I gotta go with the motion. Yeah, see, I do that with the motion. Well, hey!
Instead of the $5, can I have the gummy bears?
You want my gummy bears? So
For
wait a minute,
$5?
you're gonna give me $5 for these gummy bears?
He already gave us $5.
That is a scam.
What? Wow, that was the worst throw I've ever
How did
seen.
you miss that?
I'm sorry, I'm just a terrible throw.
That went behind everything.
It's.
We'll have to get that later.
Now I'm being teased for. Can you get it?
Not right now.
Get down there.
No, I'll get it. There's too much stuff to move.
You owe me $5.
You just pull it out. It's such a mess here. So I am.
How did you even do that?
I can tell you it was right in the corner.
Oh wait,
Hey.
I see it.
You see it? You want me to try?
No, I can get it.
Oh, so okay, if you want to hear something really loud, but it won't convey on the you got it. Okay, go give it to him. It won't convey on this. So something that is incredibly loud is. Okay, can you give me your phone again? Can you flip your phone on?
Or do you want me to show it?
Yeah. Okay. So my daughter's blind, and this is something called an embosser here. So this is like old school dot matrix printer, right? But it so when we send stuff, we'll bring up like her music or anything from school.
There's the paper under here.
Yeah, and there's a box of paper under here, and Braille paper actually has longer fibers in it because those little things that come up. This thing is actually dangerous to be in this room.
This is the loudest thing you've ever heard.
It's the loudest thing. Here, I'll send something to it.
Are you going to torture us?
I'll just send something short to it.
Okay. We'll go back to this.
Grayson, thanks for the donation. You're the best, man.
Yeah, it's painfully loud. Alexander takes it off when the print is done. Yeah, this is like a dot matrix printer, but it's punching dots into the paper, so it's even louder.
All right, you ready? This is going to be fast. This is the Star Spangled Banner.
All right, she's about to send it. Let's see. I'm almost standing too close.
I don't say names. I don't say names. No, I don't say names.
Well, let's see if it works. Oh, it's not online.
What? It's not online? What'd you do? Turn it back online.
Let's try to.
Offline. Offline.
Yeah, no kidding.
Printer is shutting down.
What'd you do?
I got to turn it back on. It's finicky with the Wi-Fi.
Look at this printer. This computer is really cool. Look at that thing. I like that. My computer doesn't do that cool stuff.
That's the cooler.
That's
All right,
yeah.
why isn't it turning off? All right, I'm just gonna unplug it.
All right. Well, this live stream has just gone off the rails. Yeah. Let me think. Anybody have anything else that you can
Once
think
it
of?
boots
So
up, it'll be loud.
It'll be like, oh yeah, when it goes, it's gonna go.
We'll go back to it when it's going.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know. Okay, Lost in Tech said the XL. Okay, so the XL, can you here? Let me see this for a second.
Well, I'm gonna need it when the thing.
You're gonna need it when it goes. When it goes, you just run. Okay, so the XL has 5 print heads, and what it does is it doesn't want to eat up a lot of the space, so it does. I don't remember, it starts over here and comes over, but I think it goes purge over, and then it just
drips down.
Let this big, and so it has this big long drip. Okay, go. Here it goes.
I think it's about to start. Oh wait, is it still booting up?
I don't know.
This, say, Romeo
everything
60
with
online.
everything with up.
Enabling Romeo 60.
Thank you.
Yes, Ray, it's all audible, and there's a braille on there, as you can see. So someone who's blind can operate it.
When we first got it, I needed help upgrading the software, and I got on the phone with someone, and she was talking me through the whole thing. It was really helpful, and we were on the phone for like 30 minutes. I'll check. And at the very end, I mentioned something about guide dogs, and she was completely blind, and it helped me the whole time. It was really cool. Let me see.
Yeah, the tech support was blind. That was
Yes,
neat.
I did indeed send it.
Oh, yeah, there is a delay.
I
There's a slight delay. We've tried to adjust it, and with the audio and the video. Yeah, the video is actually being fed through an extra device. So we try to delay the audio a little bit, but it's not quite right. Is it having trouble going?
I sent it.
Well, it's on now.
Oh, it says it's printing now.
Is Dad trying to get my candy?
He got the candy. He did not give it to you?
No. That big bag.
It's not printing. We would all hear it.
Man. Grayson says you didn't give him the candy.
I threw it at you.
You threw it at him.
It's behind you.
So every now and then, unfortunately, we've got this. I would say this happens once every 8 months or so. It loses its IP, even though you've given it a static IP, right?
We're looking at the print.
Oh, we're looking at the print?
Here,
Okay.
I'll put you back up on that camera.
Got me up. Okay. This is the strangest thing, a 7-gram Benchy. I mean, is it perfect? No.
Open menu mode. Print.
I'm impressed with
Protected
this.
service.
Okay, I'm going to read comments.
Braille layout.
Dang 2D printers, I know.
User service. Communication. Okay. No function. Use arrow keys. User service. Protected service.
All right, I'm getting out of the menu.
Close menu mode.
So you set it
I was trying to get to the network settings, but I can't remember how to get to
Oh,
it.
can you do it from your computer? I can take over that.
No, I don't even have it connected. I don't have Duxbury.
Oh, you don't have Duxbury? Okay.
Yeah. PC load letter.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Do you still have the huge frog? Yes.
Yes, I do. I have the huge frog. I'm going to get the huge frog. I love the huge frog. I think I know which frog you're talking
I'm going to reboot
about.
this again. Maybe it'll connect. It had the Wi-Fi symbol. Usually when we restart this embosser, it will automatically print the last print that was sent to it. Okay, we lost Courtney. How's this print doing? Oh, I know what Courtney's doing. She's going to try to find the big frog. Although I don't know where she's got that one. The chocolate 3D printer. Let's go over to the chocolate 3D printer. There we go. This is the Cocoa Press. It is a little bit of a pain to clean. It's not too bad because in here, it's not like a normal extruder. It's a big cylinder, and that's the part that gets messy. So it's not that hard. And we have multiple cylinders, so we can, you know, take one out and let it soak while the other one is printing. But I haven't printed it in a while. That's actually my printer.
Buddy. No. I said next episode. And then right before it ended, I said
All right, this is still not printing. Embossing.
Is it embossing now?
No, I restarted it again.
What the hell? And it's online?
Yeah, it's got the Wi-Fi symbol.
It's got the Wi-Fi's.
It's got the Wi-Fi's.
Oh, you always know how to fix this. I'm losing my faith in you. Okay. I cannot find.
Yeah, there is the 2.0. I saw the new version of the Cocoa Press.
Oh, yeah. I cannot find the. That's not true. I can find the Big Frog. However, flip me up. However, if I did that, I would be piling through a couple boxes, and I don't know how loud that would be with this mic on. So I brought two of them, two models that are like really OG, and one is this Fox that we did a video. I think, is this Flexi Factory? This got to be Flexi Factory.
Yeah, it's Flexi Factory.
Yeah.
Back it up just a little bit.
Way back. And this is with mid-century teal. This is, if you are in the US and you are interested in trying a great filament, Paramount 3D is not that well known. They have some beautiful colors. They have some really different colors. I don't think they have any rainbows or anything, but they just have some great colors. Anyway, mid-century teal, I love their stuff. And then this one, which is early on with the articulate, that's not true. There were articulated models well before I got into 3D printing. But this one was just such an interesting one because the tail is one piece, and then you just pop it in, and the body is a piece. But what was great about it is its mouth opens, and you've got these really nice, really nice sharp teeth. And so the head is its own piece, and it prints standing up, and then the little teeth are its own piece. And so it's just really clever way to make this. I don't know. People come up with the most clever things. I love this little guy. We got so many millions of views on this one. So many millions of views. And then this one is nothing really fancy, but I would like to point out that back we get here. This is a 2.4 millimeter nozzle.
Oh, I'm sorry if you had to listen to
and
our
so
son.
when I love big nozzles. I mean, I love printing with big nozzles.
Mute number 3, please.
Go to number 3. Wait, what?
Mute number 3, please.
Mute. Oh, mute you. Mute you. 1, 2. Hold on. Mute you. Gotcha. But like I said, so I love big nozzles, and was really pushing how much, because I have a Prusa Mini over there, and I've always put a big nozzle on it to see what I could get through this. And then again, Lost in Tech, he's still here. And I watched a video where he pushed extrusion width, how big extrusion width, and I learned so much from it. Man. Okay, you want to know what this one is, or you want to know what this one is? I have to look for this one. This, I think, is called Beer Bottle. I think it's Beer Bottle. And it's probably was on Cults or somewhere. I think it was for a Cocoa Press 2.0. Yeah. Okay, so the Cocoa Press. So we've got a Cocoa Press there. Now that is hard. You can't see because my husband's not here. It's kind of embarrassing. We were like, it's so loud. It's actually really quiet. We can't get it to print. Fortunately, it's not like 5 minutes before my daughter has to have something for school. But the Cocoa Press 2.0, I'm really excited about. So I love the Cocoa Press. Chris ordered it when they did the Kickstarter, and I was really excited because he wanted to get a 3D printer, and he printed it all himself, and he built it. And so, but I get to print from it from time to time. The thing that the Cocoa Press, I think, tell me if this is available. Oh, Lost in Tech commented on the crock. Oh, on the crock. Okay, I can look it up. Someone trolled the Benchy thing and Prusa believed them? Oh, the Gator shake. What was it? Oh, that one of the things is when you're printing with the Cocoa Press, you have sort of a tube, right? And the amount of chocolate that you can get in there is about as much as a nice chocolate bar, right? So, but what if you're going to print something and you either exactly, and this never works out, right? You never exactly have the amount of chocolate no, you never exactly have the right amount of filament, right? You either have too much or too little. And so you're going to always run out. And so then you run into this thing where you're going to print, and now you have to go through a 20-minute warming cycle to get the next chocolate core up to temperature. And so I'm really excited because I think with the Cocoa Press 2.0, they're going to have that ability to have a buddy warming system over there. The crock. I'll find the crock. We'll find the crock. I know who the crock is.
Who makes the crock?
So we recently did a video and I had the crock in there and I had a link from Bamboo, from Maker World. And I was like, I don't think this is, I think he's ripped it off and just reposted it. And so I said, I'm going to find it. I think it's on Cults. It's on Cults.
I like to just say how nice it is that all these new not all, but these new printers, you basically just take it out of the box and it works. Yeah, right now we don't have anything printing on.
This is the only printer I have going right now.
Yeah, we've got the A1 and the A1 Mini. And there's a Prusa Mini. And there's the old Ender 3 up there. And we still have Tristan's helmets.
We still have Tristan's. Oh, I have up there. I have the Palette 2 and the Palette 3.
That's right. There's the Palette 3.
Palette 2. That's the Palette 3.
And we're up in our mechanical space.
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
What's in the Voron? Toilets, very important. I love this print. While she's looking that up, here's the filament spool. This is like a small version of her closet. I can't get it out. I can't get one out.
This is V2.
I can't do it with one hand. Okay, I give up. I don't want to knock them all out. Actually, these are interesting benchies. They're containers. And people often ask about this, and yes, this is an active tool bench, and we use all these things, most of them. But we even have her multipass.
Lilu multipass. I think.
Do we have any air filtration in our print room? We do and we don't.
We did.
It's temporarily.
It has been.
We got guinea pigs, and they make a lot more things floating around the air than the printers do.
Volatile is the word.
Yeah, volatile. So it's currently in that room.
And we need to get a new one.
Anytime we did resin, we had the thing on full blast.
But I will say, Lost in Tech, after your video and the Next Layers video, where am I looking? The Next Layers video that we were talking about when we moved to a new studio, that airflow is really important, right? So normally I wouldn't want a printer right by me all the time, right? Or much of the time. And I don't hang out in here constantly, but.
Oh, I showed our illegal benchies and they're calling the police on us.
Who? What? These are? Oh, those are illegal.
Yeah, well, they're talking about how
Oh yeah.
the Benchy controversy.
The Benchy controversy. Oh man, there's so many Benchies. It's okay. It's okay.
They're scrubbing them. Some 3D&T printing says they're scrubbing them from the repositories.
Oh, speaking of, oh, wait. Oh, okay, so this is Stemfi, STEMFI, Stemfi 3D. So I was at FormNext, this one. I was at FormNext. There's a red light on it. I should pay attention. I was at FormNext and was at an event, and there was a guy who said, "Oh, I'd love to meet you and talk to you." And he, oh gosh, I feel bad. I've forgotten his actual name. He was one of the original designers. There were two people who worked on the original Benchy. And so he was one of the two designers. And he and another person had been working on a project called Stemfi, STEMFI, I think Stemfi 3D. And if you find it, there's an app for it. It is 100% free. And what they want, it is not Lego, right? But it is a Where is mine? Hold on, I have one. Aha, I have one. They gave me one. I'm gonna do a video on it. Okay. Where can I be close to up close? This one?
Nah, that's not gonna work. You can go near the build plate.
I can go.
Oh,
near
here,
the
I'll
build
just come
plate?
over
No,
and
I
look
can
at
go
it.
here.
No,
I
I'll
get
do
this
this.
fine. Look, I'm right here. Okay. I just will hope.
There
Okay,
you
so
go.
this is Stemfi, and all of this is individual. Oops, I'm right in the way of the printer. But this is just the little guy, right? All of these are pieces. It's fully extendable. They want it to be available for libraries and children. And they're like, you know what? If filament manufacturers want to use it, and I think this is just so cute. So here's the little farmer, and they sent me a video, and it's the cutest thing. They said, we'll show you how to turn him into a cowboy. And so I'm going to do that in my video, and it's actually really cute, how to turn him into a cowboy. So I got to do, anyway, but this is like a tiny piece. I think there's something like 1,100 modules, and they are, I emailed him recently, and he said that they have even more now.
And
I don't know.
these are the guys that did the original Benchy.
The original Benchy, yeah. Oh, he's driving facing down. But it's 1,100 modules. But if you look at it, so we've got this. Let me not get in the way here. Whatever this piece is, this is a 3
axle.
length, and it is I'm gonna kill the print here. But whatever this is, so there's gonna be one that's 3 length long,
Here,
4 length
I'll
long,
do
5
this.
length long, 6 length long. Oh, here you come. What are you doing?
Well, another way to get it.
Oh, another way. Okay. Yeah, so this is, I don't know how to do this, but this is a 2-hole. But there will be 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've got a number of wheels and a bunch of these little.
It does remind me of Print-a-Block.
Yeah.
From 3D printing. Professor.
Yeah, it kind of does, right? But when I saw the pieces, the way they have them organized it's actually not an app, it's a website. I think it's a website. It's so well organized that my mind wasn't thinking, I wasn't thinking something creative like this. So I would love to see a bunch of suggestions. They took these great pieces and they came up with a Jeep. And it's very clearly a Jeep. And I got my driver guy.
Can we just talk about how quiet this is again?
Let's talk about how quiet it is. When it
It's
goes,
really not making much noise. Other than that, but the fans are very
we have
quiet.
to end this live stream. You know why? Because the Benchy police are going to be on us soon.
12 minutes left. You want to wait until this is over?
Let's
and
do
then
it, and then we'll say,
we'll
okay,
end
so if
it.
you got your last questions, get it in, and I'm going to
12 minutes
check
until the
on
stream is
that.
over. When that print is done.
User settings. What were I chose my microphone.
Okay. I don't
We need
understand
to make
why
our
the
own
dang
filament
thing won't-
brand. Somebody else has mentioned that before. There's a possibility that there will be a
No.
Filament Stories color. Filament Stories color in the future.
Oh, maybe.
like from another brand. Oh, I just muted you. I thought you were. No, I'll unmute you. I don't think there's generally a good way to get free filament until you see somebody giving it away. We've only done it like twice on live streams in the past when we had extras from companies.
The door was closed.
But that's probably the best way. Is join a bunch of live streams of 3D printers, and sometimes they give away stuff. I'm annoyed that this embosser is not embossing.
Oh, I'm rebooting to see if it's something on my end. Okay.
I tried putting it to sleep and.
Okay, I just realized something. And Lost in Tech, you are going to be there too. Sunday and Saturday. Tomorrow, you're tomorrow, aren't you? Lost in Tech, the 4,400 makers. Are you 4,400 makers tomorrow or Sunday? Okay, so well, Lost in Tech is doing it. Okay, so there is something that the group 4,400 Makers is doing, and we're doing 24 hours of live streaming, and it's going to be put on by, I mean, Prusa is coordinating it, but I don't know that they're so much leading it, but the goal is to raise...
1440.
Huh? 1440. I knew 4,400 was wrong. Where the heck did I get that from? I was like...
Lost in Tech says, no, I'm Sunday with you.
You're Sunday with me?
Question mark.
Oh, that's right. We're content creators together. Oh, wait.
Oh, it's doing it. Here comes the loud. You can see the braille.
What is that? That's more than the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, was it one of the other ones in queue?
Maybe.
Oh no, it's doing it twice. Oh man, we sent it a bunch or something. I don't know what it's doing. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna get farther away so you don't have to. What did you do?
I sent one page.
It had something in queue. Now we need Reese to read it. Well, she tried to send one page. Oh, there you are.
Hey, Mom, guess what?
Chicken butt?
Look.
Oh my God.
What?
Nah.
Was I not supposed to say chicken butt? Don't you say that? Guess what, chicken butt? Oh my gosh, we just have to power it off. I don't know what this is.
It's not all the same thing. Oh, that's the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, Star Spangled Banner at the end. Okay.
Although it's got page numbers.
We have to just turn it off. My brain's gonna explode.
Oh my gosh.
Pull the plug.
Yeah, but it's just gonna do it next time.
But they won't be here.
All right, if this isn't the end, I'm gonna unplug it. What's going on? Here, mute me.
I'm muting us both, so you all don't have to hear this. It's crazy. Okay, he took it offline. So I'm not sure. So
I don't know what
she had some crazy ass queue.
It had something in queue. Anyway, it's really
I
nice
was
quality
sending one
Braille.
page of the Star Spangled Banner. Actually, we saw the Star Spangled Banner come in. It's probably her choir music, or her Raleigh Youth Choir. And yeah, I have no idea what I said, because it was having issues with it, and so I just canceled it, and then I would like try again. In fact, I have no idea what triggered it, because I rebooted my Mac.
It must have been something on the Mac.
I don't know.
That was a lot of pages.
We're almost done with this. I wish that I could tell. There's a little
Oh,
light. There's a little light.
Bombs Wobs. Our daughter is blind, so we have this embosser to print stuff for her in Braille, which is very useful for school. Although at school they do it all for her, but
so when she was in elementary school, you learn Braille to start. So she learned the alphabet and the numbers and everything, and then I'm over here. Am I here? Where am I? I'm here. And she learned all that, and then this was really helpful. And they start you with really big tactile things, like they want you to be able to discern really big bumps, and then they get you smaller and smaller, and then you learn the letters, and then she learned to read. And then there is more complicated Braille, because Braille is really big, right? If I took something little that we wrote and put it in Braille, it'd take up like 3 pages.
like
easy.
one Harry Potter book is like
One
several
Harry Potter
boxes
is
full.
several entire boxes of paper, because it's big. So what they do in the Braille that is read by adults and everyone is they have something called contracted Braille, and it makes a lot of sense, right? The word and the word the, they are all over the place. ING, ED. So why have those written out all the time? Why not just have contractions for really common things? And so just like you see the stenographers on TV in the courtroom, and they're able to go really, really fast, it's the same thing with Braille. And so it's much more compressed. But
It's amazing to watch her read.
it's amazing to watch her read.
Because her
She's
fingers
really,
are
really
just
fast.
flying across the dots.
And she also, I've always said I would never wish on anyone to be blind themselves or to have a child that's blind, but it's fascinating. Like when she's reading, let me see here, Emily, I got to get where you guys.
Sebastian Garcia knows our son.
Oh, you know our son, sweet. So when she reads, she's reading, like you're reading 2 fingers. She's reading here, but what happens is before she finishes this row, she takes this finger and goes down to find the next row, finishes reading here while she starts reading there, and then picks up. So she's doing this interesting thing where she's finishing reading and starting reading, and her brain's like, it's mind-blowing. It's really wild.
I think we have a bunch of Grayson's friends in here.
Grayson's friends, you guys are in here. Okay, Bomb Squad, hey guys. I was not supposed to say chicken butt, apparently. I mean, you don't say guess what. That's like, you guys got to come up with a better one. Ray, you know my son.
Yeah, there's a lot of, our carpet needs a vacuum.
Oh, our carpet needs a vacuum. Yeah, that. By the way, this is bowling alley. This is bowling alley carpet, and it glows with black light. Yeah, because we're just weird like that. This is, in fact, our mechanical room. Yeah, so like look up, point up. Oh. Yeah, because this is super unfinished. Although I have 3D printed models over here. See, yeah, I got models hanging. Trying to utilize the space. We got cameras hanging and lights hanging and yeah.
Lights and lights.
This is like a no holds barred stream here, right?
And all of our networking stuff for our house and servers. Oh,
RC Maniac. Okay. Oh man, I wish I had. I would go grab her. We're almost done. You want to go grab her Braille writer? I think it's just sitting on the.
I mean, the Mantis or
the Mantis? The Mantis. Yeah.
Yeah, I can get that. Mute me.
Mute you? Okay. What are you gonna do?
Well,
okay. Good. So that no, I'm so glad you said that. So when she got a little older, and they have had them, but like we have. Okay. So I have my tablet, and it's mostly screen, but a keyboard can pop up, and I can type on it. But hers, they see through their fingers. And that's their interface. I mean, they obviously are listening and everything, but from where we're looking at a screen and whatnot. And so her Mantis is It's a full keyboard. She touch types. She can type in Braille, but right now she just touch types and it comes up. But the feedback that she gets back is not physical letters. She gets Braille because that's what she reads. And so she has one line of 40 characters, and that's her input. And she connects to Google Drive. She opens and closes documents. She works on all her, she's in 7th grade. She works on all her stuff. And the Mantis is like the #1 thing. Like, we were on the way to school in the car this morning, and she was asking me about, what was it? Inhabitable, right? And I was like, what do you do? Anyway, she was working on some homework. Just, it's really neat. Yeah. The tactile stuff is so cool. Oh yeah, that one is very expensive. Now, we didn't buy that. The school provided it for her, but I think it may have come down in price. I think it was like $4,000, which is a lot of money. I mean, that's at the time. And she's had it since, okay, she's 7th grade. She got it in 3rd grade. So that's the other thing. It will go with her through high school. But yeah, oh, here, you found it? Oh, you got oh, I can unmute you. Look, I'm sorry, we're just going crazy. We're almost done. And then we'll do last show and tell and end for the night. Okay, so this is what looks like a very old piece of hardware beside a very new piece of hardware.
Let's go.
We're going to go overhead, but I'll show it like this. This is actually...
Over here.
Huh? Oh, no, I can see it. This is actually new technology as far as it is very precise. And you take a single sheet of Braille and you roll it up like you would roll it up like a scroll inside here. And then you start to type, and here you've got, these are the 6 dots because a Braille cell is 6 dots. And as you type, and it unrolls and comes out. And that's, so this bit here where you saw it and it's just printing all the sheets in a row, when they're typing on this, it's 1 sheet at a time. But it's so accurate that if you were to take a sheet out and then you were to put it back in, it will align right back up with the same rows. So if you needed to make some changes, right? Otherwise, that's really cool about this. And she uses this. She uses this at school some. This is her one that she has for home. And then you have... Oh, good. It's shutting down.
And then this is the more modern thing.
Yeah, this is her Mantis. She carries it like Dr. Spock, right? She carries it like this every day, right? And she just brings it up. But it is, let's see where you can get here. Okay, so there is no screen at all. The screen is this row right here of these Braille cells. And they are all down right now. How do we turn it on? Let's turn it on.
Do it when, do it when it's facing the...
Okay, turn it on.
Where's the...
I don't know. Oh, wait, here. We used to help her with this, but now we don't.
It also Bluetooth connects to devices.
Let's see.
You can connect it to your phone or your computer.
I don't know how to connect. I don't know how to turn it on. Oh, wait. Power?
Is it dead?
I doubt it. We just don't know what we're doing. I mean, if we can get... Oh, wait.
This was provided by the school.
Yeah. Let's see. If I can get it up, it will...
This is what the Department of Education helps fund.
I'm doing. It's a good thing. Oh, wait. It just did something. Oh. Okay, it's loading. Oh, it's getting a progress bar. Okay, I wonder if we can see this.
It's not going to focus there. Here, I'll do it on this one. No, I'll do it on this.
Okay, what you're going to see is it's doing something and it's got a rotating. We got to get
it at an angle.
I'm trying to, what angle?
Down, like that.
Okay, see how it's going? Is it going around and around? No.
No, hit the next line.
Do next. It was doing a progress bar. Can we see it?
It's not changing.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. Yeah. There, it refreshes the Braille.
This looks like a list.
So she can read entire books on here. And she does. And her schoolwork, she can get her schoolwork on here. Some of it.
Yeah, it's really
And then
interesting.
she also types on a regular keyboard.
Yeah, and I'm just totally lost on it. I took classes, I learned how to read Braille, but I learned how to see Braille, and so I would like look at Braille. I would look at Braille and be able to see it. I couldn't. Adults, you've really missed a window to get that tactile ability to discern something this little, and so most even teachers of the visually impaired don't do it. They like try for a little bit. Okay, should we do our pop this off and attach it?
Do you want to do, what view do you want to do here?
I don't know. Let's come in and see. I love this. I like the Prusa
Or I'll
orange.
come in and
I love orange. So, okay. As we've got the green light, which means we're a go.
It was blue in printing. There it is.
Ta-da. All right, now we need some, we're gonna need some hex bolts and something, and we're gonna have, it has a PTFE.
Well, here, we can just show how it attaches.
Yeah,
over
you can show how it attaches. Fine. Fine.
We have one
Fine.
So the filament
But I found it.
goes through the hole like that. So no matter where the spool is, it helps guide and keep it from tangling or pulling off the side of the spool.
I don't know what the ID-OD is on this, but it's really big PTFE tubing. So they just, yeah, it just slides in. And it won't fall out because this is.
That is camera 5.
Side. Camera 5, what?
Yep,
Guys, you all who have hung out with us.
This is camera 5.
Camera 5 have been so amazing. Thank you for spending it. This was like a really, I just wanted to pull this thing out and put it together, and there's not much of putting it together and just hang out. I am interested in the Core 1. I do think for those, if you are debating on getting a Prusa printer and want to know which one, I think this is an excellent choice. I think the Core 1's an excellent choice. It depends on what you want to do. It depends on how much money you want to spend. If you want to go with a Prusa printer, I don't think you will be disappointed.
If you want to go all in, and your budget is not an issue.
And budget isn't an issue.
The XL.
Get an XL. I love my XL. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And it is expensive. And so I would not throw that out there unless you're like, I just would like to throw some money into, yeah. So camera 5, can you get a star? What? Wait. Camera 2 for an
star
outro?
wipe to camera 2 for outro.
Star wipe.
I'm not sure this has wipes, but not a star wipe.
A star wipe? RC Maniac, you got to keep honest to make sure we're doing all the cool stuff. Yeah.
Star
ready.
wipe. I mean, that was a sliding angled wipe. How about this one? Ready?
Do the first one. Oh, I'm not good at this. Okay, I have to.
I don't have a star wipe on this one, or I probably could load one, but I don't have it by default.
Yeah, I do think the Prusa printers are great printers, but there are a lot of good choices out there. So I have to be sure that I try to be as unbiased as I can. I definitely have printers that when I print at home, I mean, I go to them more often than others. But they're good printers. Like I know a lot of people, if they have made a purchase of a printer and then they come to me and they want to ask, oh, is this a good printer? But they've already bought it. A lot of times they're going to be very happy, right? And so there are some answers that aren't the best right answer. But
I missed. Larkso asked multiple times. I have an Ender 3. Is it good?
You have an Ender 3 in what?
Is it good?
Is it good? I have an Ender 3. Ender 3 was, the Ender 3 changed the landscape of consumer 3D printing. It absolutely did. It was amazing, right? And so many people had them. And then I got the Ender 3 V2. I was not an Ender 3 person. And it just was affordable. And Creality made sure that it was accessible. People could get them. I don't know how many people the Ender 3 brought into 3D printing, but it was massive.
A ton of people. Nowadays, it doesn't have the features that the new printers have.
Wait, RC Maniac. Printer hasn't even come out yet. Some person on the internet. Should I buy this? Oh, it's so tough. The Cheaty. So our first printer was a Cheaty, and I've heard different pronunciations. So I'm the QIDI. We're just going to say Cheaty. I'm not sure. Or
I'm pretty sure it's Cheaty.
Okay, but Chris did the research. It was a good 3D printer. It does a lot, and they are not one that you hear mentioned as much as you hear things like Bamboo Lab or Creality mentioned, but their printers are good, and the people who have them love them.
Yeah.
And you're still rocking with the Sovol SV06, right? And you've got the SV06 Plus. Ender 3 XZ is good. Yeah.
And then there's other brands like Anycubic makes
Anycubic.
good printers, and then what else?
Yeah.
Flashforge.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, what is the one? It is the Anycubic. No, not Anycubic. It's the. I'm trying to remember. I have two friends who do fashion, so they do 3D printing with fashion, and I'm trying to remember what it is that they have, and it's a printer that just happens to do really well with printing flexibles, and it's just, it's just like the Anycubic. It's the Sidewinder, the Anycubic Sidewinder, I think, and it just prints really well. And so the two of them, I think, have multiple, and they're really happy with it. Let me see if I can get this on. Well, you guys are welcome to hang out with me for the rest of the night, but I'm going to put my pajamas on and probably.
I don't know what I'm going to do. Click the end stream button here in a minute.
We're going to press the end stream button. But thank you guys for joining us. I'm gonna attach this thing. If you do get one of these or any of the other ones, print this guy out. This is much more beneficial than I thought it would be. It was like here, but here, but here, but here, but here. Okay. Is this? Yeah. But thank you all for joining us. Hey, okay. I don't have it up in the chat. If Lost in Tech is still here, can you paste the live stream? It is for World Central Kitchen, and we're trying to raise some money, because what they're doing is, it does not matter what country you're from, religion, it doesn't matter who you are or what you represent. They feel like food should be a basic right. And if there is a tragedy that is, maybe it's a weather-based tragedy, or if it's something that's man-made that we've caused.
Or fires.
Right. They want to come in and help, and they've got some really good stuff they're doing. So I'm excited to be part of this. And we're going to be talking, you guys know I can talk for hours.
So there's a live both Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. It starts, I believe, at 9 a.m. on Saturday. Now, I'm Eastern Standard U.S. time. And
when are you on it?
I am on at 9 a.m. on Sunday Eastern until 3. I think I'm on for 6 hours. I'm with two groups. I don't know why they thought I could talk for double.
He's still here. He's gonna paste it.
You're still here? Hang on. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. I can't figure out. And if
Good
you
night,
are
Ed. Just saying.
Like,
good night, Justin.
Thank you so much. Hey,
good night,
thank
RC
you so
Maniac.
much, everybody, for being here. Ray, it's always good to
3D
see
and
you.
T printing, Raybert,
yeah, if you...
Lead Slinger.
Lead Slinger?
Lead
Slinger. I
Slinger.
like that.
He still has the CR10s.
The CR10, yeah, see, there are the CR10s.
Oh, how about the Neptune 2?
The Neptune 2. See, there's some great 3D printers in there. Okay. That CR10, the people who have them really have gotten so much usage out of them. Like, I think the people who have them have gotten the number of printing hours. What am I trying to say? Good printing hours. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I might just be dumb. I should look it up. The number of meaningful print hours on the CR10s, those things are like workhorses. Do I have this? Am I here? Okay, well, let me see.
Yeah, Brandon, it was fully assembled. We took it out of the box, went through the calibration, and we did 2 prints.
Yes, it is a pull it out of the box. You put this piece on, you plug the plug in, and then the next part is you need to go through, it steps you through all of this. It has a test print on the bill plate. It's not this, it's the little gray thing. And it takes you through everything. And it has all of, Prusa has run its self-test. This is the self-test that they ran. Go back here. This is the self-test that they ran, and it's going to run basically back through this same self-test. That's hard to see. Run back through the same self-test. Where are we here? I don't know. I don't know which way to go. Yeah, and you run through that. But other than this is just dead easy. Now, if you're interested in a Prusa and you want to save some money, they have the kit for the Mark IV, the Mark IV-S, and they will have the kit for the Core 1 that you can do, and it'll save you some money. I was surprised.
It takes a few hours to put it together.
The kit for no, it takes more than a few hours if you're going to do a kit to do one of these printers from scratch. That's more than a few hours. You need to set aside a weekend. But I will tell you this. If you want to understand how 3D printing works, did your link get moderated? Did his link get moderated?
Oh.
Unmoderate his link.
Top chat. Live chat. I don't see where.
We don't see it. Can you send it to me in Discord and we'll paste it?
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not here.
Aw.
That's strange.
We're not showing up that it even, unless we've got a setting on it, we don't. And guys, I don't do a lot of lives, and so if it seems like we're kind of like, you know, because we're getting up to speed on these. And while we're doing this, I'm gonna, and while we're doing.
It doesn't say it. I turned on moderation to see it.
Moderation on or off?
Well, and I turned on seeing if it got moderated, and I don't see it.
Okay. Well, send me, if you can paste it into Discord, I'll just pop it over. Can you pull up Discord?
Yeah.
Okay, I will let you look at my Discord right now. Because you're such a nice husband.
Let's see.
He was under Lost in Tech. That's how you can find him.
Yeah. Oh, I just pasted it.
Ta-da.
Let's see. Does that mean, can we put it in?
Yeah, can we paste it?
There, can you all see that?
Look at that.
All right, the link is there.
The link is there. Thank you all so much. Yay. Join us if you can. But, oh, by the way, so just tell you a little bit about it. You do not need to donate money. If you would like to donate money, that would be wonderful. It's a good organization. But by coming in, they're going to be giving away some free STLs. I'm not sure exactly everything else they're giving away, but I know that they're going to try to give away whatever they can. I know there's
Fernando,
stuff
if you're still
away.
in TikTok, our son stole the gummy bears. Actually, he paid $5 for them.
He did. He paid $5 for it, which was really interesting because that I did not expect. I feel like that's not a bad deal for those gummy bears. But yeah, come join us. They're giving away free STLs. It's going to be like they're different groups. If you look, there's a bunch of different categories. Like there's. Are
you on with Pezliz also?
Yes, I'm on with Pezliz, I believe. I think Pezliz. I don't remember if we're in the same group. If so, I'd love to hang out with Pezliz.
You're in the morning group.
I'm in the morning group.
So Sunday morning, 9 a.m., 3 p.m. Eastern.
I knocked it off. Inconceivable.
Is when Courtney is on the live
Yep,
maker
I'm
stream.
in the group that is the parents, and I'm also in the content creator one. And the content creator one is when I'll be hanging out with Lost in Tech. Now, I don't know if you know his content, but Lost in Tech does not show his face. So, is he going to show his face? I don't know. I'm guessing no, but I have hopes that maybe.
Face reveal.
Face reveal. If not, we'll definitely have a voice reveal.
All right, let's wave.
All right, good night, folks. I got to add this in. I like orange. Thank you guys for being here with us. Have a good weekend.
Thanks for sticking with us, and we'll see you next time.